They called you lazy, but they didn't see the nights you stayed up crying. They didn't see the mornings you still got up, even when your soul begged you not to. They called you weak, but they never carried your burdens. They never sat in your silence or heard the thoughts you had to fight every single day. They told you to be strong, but you already were. You were strong when you smiled through the pain, strong when you showed up broken, strong when nobody clapped. But you kept going anyway. That's the kind of strength no one applauds, the kind no one writes books about. But it's the kind that saves lives, and it's the kind that will change yours. So here's the truth. You were never weak. You were just tired. And even when you were tired, you still fought. You don't owe anyone proof, but in case you forgot, you've already won battles most people never knew existed. That makes you powerful. That makes you unstoppable. That makes you, you. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need thousands of followers. You don't need all the answers. You just need a beginning. Start where you are, with what you have, even if it's tiny, even if it's awkward, even if no one sees it. Because progress doesn't shout. It whispers. It builds quietly. And one day, it becomes undeniable. So give yourself permission to be a beginner, to be messy, to be real. You're allowed to start small. Just don't stay there. Your mind says, you're not enough. You'll never make it. Everyone's ahead of you. You're too late. But here's the truth. Your mind is lying to you. It's scared. It's protecting you from pain by building a cage around your potential. Every time you try, it whispers, what if you fail? But what if you don't? What if you're not broken, just becoming? Don't believe every thought. Believe your actions, because the fact that you're still trying means you're already winning. They won't remember the easy days. They'll remember the day you almost gave up, but didn't. The day you broke down, felt everything, fell apart, and still chose to get up. You didn't post about it. You didn't get applause, but you kept going. That was the day that changed everything. Because pain didn't win. Fear didn't win. You did. They said, maybe it's not meant to be. They said, you've tried enough. Maybe this is your sign to stop. But what if they're wrong? What if your breaking point is really just your turning point? You've been through storms, the kind no one saw. You've battled nights that didn't end with sleep, mornings that felt like punishment, not peace. But you kept showing up, even when your heart was heavy, even when the silence screamed louder than the world. So no, you didn't survive all that. To give up now, you didn't crawl through fire just to quit in the smoke. You didn't rebuild after breaking, just to let it all fall again. You didn't suffer in silence just to fail out loud. And if no one told you lately, you're still here. That's not nothing. That's proof. Proof that you've made it this far. Proof that there's still something left in you, even if it's small, even if it flickers. You're tired? That's okay. Tired doesn't mean defeated. Tired doesn't mean done. You're lost? Even lost ships float. As long as they don't sink, take a breath. Feel the weight. But don't confuse rest for giving up. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to not have it all figured out. But what you're not allowed to do is quit on yourself. Not now. Not after everything. Think about it. That version of you who nearly gave up last year, last month, last night, they're watching you now, hoping you don't give up like they almost did. They're rooting for you because you're the one who made it this far. You're the one who chose to keep breathing, even when it hurt. So if you're standing at the edge, and the voice in your head says, maybe it's easier to let go, remember this. You're not done yet. This pain, it's part of the process. This season, it's not forever. Your struggle is not your identity. It's just a chapter. So stand up, even if it's shaky. Take the next breath, even if it burns. Keep walking, even if it's slow, because small steps still move you forward. And forward is all you need. Don't give up. Not because it's easy, but because you're worth the fight. And the fight is what makes you stronger. No hero story was built in comfort. No victory came without a valley. You're not the only one struggling, but you might be the only one who's brave enough to keep going anyway. So this is not your ending. This is your rebuild. This is your moment to rewrite the story. One breath, one step, one day at a time. Giving up? It's not an option. So don't.
They never taught this in school. How to handle heartbreak. How to stay calm when everything falls apart. How to keep going when your soul feels tired. But life did. No textbooks for failure. No formula for grief. No grading system for self-worth. In school, you learn how to solve equations. In life, you learn how to solve yourself. Life gives the test first, and the lesson after. No one hands you the answers. You figure them out. By falling, by failing, by getting up bruised but wiser. In the school of life, the subjects are different. Patience 101, when nothing is working and you're still trying. Resilience lab, breaking, bending, but not staying broken. Confidence class, showing up, even when you feel invisible. Forgiveness seminar, not for others, but for yourself. You don't graduate from this school, there's no final exam, only daily assignments. Show up, learn, grow, repeat. And if you fail today, life resets the lesson tomorrow. Some days you pass with flying colors, other days you barely show up, and that's okay. In the school of life, progress is showing up, even when you're tired, especially when you're tired. Your scars? They're proof you didn't quit. Your story? It's your degree. And your heart? It's still beating, still learning. So keep showing up. He woke up, stared at the ceiling, and thought, nothing's changing, I'm still behind, but something was changing, he just couldn't see it yet. No applause, no big wins, no one cheering, just quiet effort. Little decisions, tiny battles no one knew about, like getting out of bed when his mind said, why bother? Yesterday he almost gave up, almost messaged, I quit, almost disappeared, but he didn't. He showed up. An inch forward, not perfect, but present. That's progress the world never claps for. But the brain remembers. The brain rewires through repetition. One small action repeated daily becomes belief, becomes behavior, becomes identity. I am getting better. Even when it doesn't feel like it, especially when it doesn't feel like it. If no one told you today, you're doing better than you think. You're not who you were a year ago, not even who you were yesterday. And tomorrow, you won't be the same either. Because showing up is better than giving up. Better doesn't mean faster. Better means braver. And you're already doing it. One hard day at a time.
Why you always feel tired and how to fix it. Have you ever woken up after 8 hours of sleep and still felt exhausted? Not just sleepy tired, but mentally drained, like you never truly rested? Well, you're not lazy. You're just tired in ways sleep can't fix. Let me explain. We all think being tired means we just need more sleep, but actually, there are 7 types of tiredness, and if you don't fix the right one, no amount of napping will save you. 1. Physical tiredness. Your body's worn out, maybe from working, walking, or doom scrolling for 3 hours straight in bed. 2. Mental tiredness. Your brain's been problem-solving all day. School, work, decisions, social media, thinking too much. 3. Emotional tiredness. You've been pretending everything's fine, smiling when you're not okay, dealing with people's drama while ignoring your own. 4. Social tiredness. You've been around too many people too long. Even your own friends feel like noise now. 5. Sensory tiredness. Too much light, too many screens, too many tabs open, both in your browser and in your head. 6. Creative tiredness. You've been trying to be productive, creating, performing, posting. Now you feel numb, like nothing's inspiring anymore. 7. Purpose tiredness. You've been doing things, but not for you. And now you're wondering, why am I even doing this? Here's the thing. You can be smiling, you can be fine, and still be burnt out. Burnout doesn't always look dramatic. It's often quiet, invisible. You show up to work, you reply LOL in the group chat, you finish your tasks, but inside, you're running on 3% battery and pretending like you're on 100. Most people try to fix emotional tiredness with caffeine, or fix social tiredness with Netflix binges, or fix purpose tiredness by just pushing harder. It's like putting tape on a leaking pipe. It might hold for a while, but it's going to burst eventually. Real rest isn't just about doing nothing. It's about doing what recharges you. Here's how to fix the kind of tired you really feel. Physically tired? Stretch, nap, hydrate, eat something real. Your body's a machine. Stop running it on fumes. Mentally tired? Get out of your head. Take a walk with no podcast. Stare at the clouds. Let your brain breathe. Emotionally tired? Talk to someone who listens, or cry, or journal, or just feel it instead of bottling it up. Socially tired? Say no. Go offline. Give yourself permission to disappear. Silence is a full sentence. Sensorially tired? Turn off notifications. Dim the lights. One screen at a time. No screen at all. Creatively tired? Don't force the magic. Do something bad on purpose. Doodle. Dance stupidly. Play without pressure. Purpose tired? Remind yourself why you started, or hit pause and ask, does this still matter to me? Because it's okay to grow out of dreams that don't fit anymore. We live in a world that says, rest later, hustle now. But here's a truth no one tells you. Rest is not the enemy of success. Rest is the fuel for it. You're not weak for needing a break. You're wise for taking one. Think of yourself like a phone. If you leave 15 apps running, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and brightness on max, your battery dies faster. But when you close the background apps, lower the screen, and plug in, you recharge. Humans work the same way. So maybe the real flex is balance. Maybe the real hustle is knowing when to pause. Because a well-rested mind makes better decisions. A well-rested body moves faster, and a well-rested heart loves deeper. So if you're tired, ask yourself, what kind of tired am I? And more importantly, what kind of rest do I need? Not what the world says you should do, not what the productivity gurus yell about, but what actually makes you feel like you again. Sleep is only one part. The real recharge starts inside. Tag someone who needs to hear this today. Take the rest you've been posting.
7 habits that quietly destroy your life, and most times you don't even notice them. 1. Scrolling without purpose. You spend hours glued to your phone, chasing quick entertainment. All you're doing is burning time and draining your brain's focus. 2. Neglecting proper sleep. Surviving on 4 hours of sleep isn't hustle, it's hurting yourself. You're not getting ahead, you're running on empty. Fix your sleep routine before it fixes you. 3. Eating junk every day. What you feed your body fuels your mind. Too much fast food is killing your energy and killing your discipline. You want to feel better? Start eating better. 4. Choosing the wrong company. Your future is shaped by the people you keep close. Stay around lazy, negative people, and you'll become one of them. Your circle should push you forward, not hold you back. 5. Running from challenge growth. Doesn't live in comfort zones. If life feels too easy, you're not getting better. Discomfort builds strength. Stop avoiding it. 6. Complaining without change. Talking about your problems won't solve them. You can vent all day, but without action, nothing shifts. Less whining, more doing. 7. Ignoring your mindset. Your thoughts shape your habits, and your habits shape your life. If you keep thinking like a victim, you'll keep living like one. Upgrade your mindset. It changes everything. These 7 habits may seem harmless, but they're silently pulling you down. Drop them, replace them. Change your habits, and your life will follow. Subscribe for more.